Hey guys, welcome back to another video at Ottoex where we feature some interesting vehicles from around the world. This one is a 1998 Toyota Previa. So, also known as an Estima in this case. The Toyota Previas were sold in North America from 91 to 1996. However, continuation of this first generation Previa went all the way up to 99 in Japan and some other markets too. This one is a V trim, which is a trim level we never were offered here in North America. It's the 2TZ FZE, which is the 2.4 liter supercharged engine with the all-track all-wheel drive system. This one also has front and rear sunroofs. It's an 8-seater. It has factory curtains and a bunch of other interesting features which we're gonna look over today. This one is finished in beautiful Toyota Pearl White. It's a two-tone gray white. If you look closely at these bumpers, you'll notice that they're actually painted and finished. The fact that these are finished and painted provides extra durability and also alleviates the sun fading issue, which happened on so many of the domestic ones, which never had painted lower moldings. It's got the factory twisty alloy wheels, which are really choice in my opinion. Looking further around, we've got the standard rear tailgate, along with some different badging than we saw here. This is V, which stands for one of the more plush, higher grade trim levels. And Toyota Estima, which is what this was badged as in Japan, although they were known as Previas here. Just giving you a look down the line. Really clean body. No dents or damage or rust on this example, as so many of our vehicles tend to present. Also, instead of all-track badging, these were fitted with supercharger badging in the same position from the factory. And instead, to denote that it was four-wheel drive, it has badging here on the rear hatch, which says four-wheel drive. This is ABS, so it is also four-wheel ABS on this example. So why don't we take a look inside the driver's seat, go through some more of the features on this. Super clean door cards, finished in gray with this gray microfiber upholstery, which holds up so well. Down below on the door, we've got our mirror and a mirror retract button, which we never saw in the North American models. Standard unlock, lock, auto power up, and passenger up and down power windows, moonroof, and window lock button. Looking in, we've got the front seat, original floor mats, Toyota mats here, which are in great shape. And these really nice factory seat covers, which appear to have been on since new. The fabric underneath them is like new. So these are really nice. They're comfortable. They feel soft and durable. And they are badged Estima. These are Toyota factory seat covers, which is a really cool thing to see. Along down the inside of this driver's door are various maintenance notes. This has been maintained top grade. There are so many notes here, including coolant flush, spark plug replacement, and so on, all done within the past 1 or 2 years in Japan by its one and only owner, who was very meticulous. So let's sit inside, see what else we can point out. We've got a 4-spoke steering wheel. This is the later style steering wheel that these saw, I believe, after 95 or 96. 4 spokes, horn button in your thumb position. SRS airbag on the driver's side and the passenger side, which is an update. We've got our cluster, which features a fuel gauge, a speedo, and a tach to the right. North American Previas never had a tach for some reason. And your engine coolant temperature on the right. Gear shift selector indicator down in the bottom. This presents with 96,000 441 kilometers, which is low, 58,000 miles or so, perhaps less. In the center, you've got your center console cubby with some extra hidden storage space below and more in the back. Another drop-down cubby, pull-out ashtray, which doesn't appear to have ever been used. 2 cup holder and your cigarette lighter. This one has a really sweet radio. This is a factory Toyota radio. It's a double DIN unit with a built-in backup camera. This van has an integrated backup camera from the factory, which must have been one of the first versions of a backup camera on a Previa or really any model of vehicle for 1998. Really cool to see that, and it works really well. Up above, you've got your clock and your various map lights and other things. This one appears to be out as far as I can tell. You've got a sunroof, manual sunroof in the front, which pulls and pops up. And you've got your power moonroof in the rear. All right, so that's kind of your driver's perspective. Let's look at the passenger side. This car presents so nicely. This is a really nice example. We've had a few nice ones, but this one is definitely up there with one of the top cleanest Previas we've had. Glass headlights housings. These came with glass headlight housings, which I prefer. It doesn't fade or yellow like plastic ones, and I know some of the Previas here that were sold here had plastic. Point out another difference. Passenger door card, map pocket. This all is in such good shape. This van was really well taken care of. Power window. And again, you've got your seat with the seat cover. All rows have these matching seat covers, and the seat covers are in great shape, and the fabric underneath is in even better shape, if you can believe that. Let's open up the glove box, see what we got. So, Estima owner's manual. These JDM owner's manuals are really cool. They're really well illustrated, and it's kind of cool. You can visualize a lot of the things, despite not being able to read Japanese. And this is the Angsta V, which I'm not sure what this is. Let's translate that, and I'll put what that means in the video here. I believe it's a remote start system, but I might be wrong. There's a remote for this on the keychain as well, which doesn't seem to do anything, but just point it out. Floor mats are Estima badged, and this is very clean. So why don't we look in the rear? That door slides like butter. Again, this one is the middle bench and the rear fold-up bench. They both fold up to the side to create more trunk space. So you've got your seat back pockets, and again, just so clean in here. I don't know. Underneath, let's look. Look at that. Jeez. Well, okay, I guess there's a little bit of staining here, but we didn't touch these up or anything, so we're including these seat covers, and yeah, it's just ready for whatever you want to put this van through. It's ready for it. Let's hop in, get another view of the cockpit up there. Armrests on your front captain's chairs, and these lock in different positions and then go down to reset. And again, covered, as well as the headrests are covered. So factory curtains, which is awesome. Even this center partition has a curtain, so you can curtain off like the kids in the back and the adults up front and do that, which is great. Or, just for privacy, if you want to camp back here, you can have this whole area cut off from anyone looking into your camper. And again, curtains down the sides as well as the rear. Up above, we've got some controls for rear AC, your open and close for your moonroof, which is above me and it's bigger than the front one. So let's look at that. That is a nice big moonroof. You get your third row here, and you can access that easily as well. Now this middle row slides. If you want to slide it, you can also just pull this, put that down to gain access, and there's even a little lever here which you can slide it more. And then you can hop in the back. Back here we've got a bunch of things. This is a VTR. I didn't even notice this. Looks like it's got hookups for a TV of sorts. And this appears to be factory. So I'm not sure where you would put a TV or where that even goes, but that's very fascinating. More mysteries to be uncovered. Rear speakers, left and right, and then these windows also pop out. Not this one because of the sliding door, but this one. Pull it and pop like that. Lock it like that. So you can vent that, get some fresh air. I believe this one does it too. Yeah, it sure does. So that works the same way. Nice, just a nice van. The headliner is like spotless. And yeah, so you can seat 3 back here. There's belts for 3, shoulder belts for 2, but belts for 3, a lap belt in the center. Same goes for this middle row, shoulder, shoulder, middle. So total for 8. If you need shoulder belts, then it's 6 total. And you've got tweeters up here. It's got a great sound system, by the way, with that original premium double-din head unit. Curtains go across the back window too. And just, yeah, everything is so clean. These floor mats, the carpet underneath. It smells like new in this van. So why don't we go ahead and hop out. Take this thing for a drive. Seat back. All right, let's fire this thing up. Put my seatbelt on. Alrighty. I love driving these Previas. Alrighty, that was the Japanese lady telling me that I do not have a toll card, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Driving these Previas is great. I particularly love the seating position in these vans. We have had a number of them in and out of our doors, and I kind of get a little bit attached to every one of them. I kind of want to own every single one and keep it. Because you're sitting upright, you got like this low view, your dash isn't just all up in your business, and you can see out the windshield, and the window is like super clear. Like, look at that. And you just feel very commanding in a way, but also relaxed at the same time. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's a nice driving experience. I think that's part of the reason why these vans are so popular and have kind of carved out a little slice for themselves in automotive history. On top of the fact that they are the only supercharged mid-engine minivan that was ever made, and probably will be ever made. So let's take this out on the road, stretch its legs out a bit. With the Supercharger, it pulls quite nice. It's quiet, it's quick, smooth, handles really well because of the mid-engine situation and that lower center of gravity. I really like it. I almost like every Previa I've driven. I mean, some of them I've seen some really beat up ones here driving around, but we get nice ones in, and they're enjoyable. I mean, if you can get past the fact that it's a minivan that's shaped like an egg, and in a way that's kind of endearing, isn't it? It's kind of like, hey, that's a cute van. I'm sure some people would disagree, but that's fine. Everything works as it should in this van. The heat, the AC, the backup camera, the factory double-din head unit, that all works really well. It's kind of ready to go. It's been maintained flawlessly by its previous owners. So we're always happy to kind of pay that forward to the next home. That's why we certainly do our due diligence to source and find vehicles that have been taken care of. And that's important when you're selling a lot of vehicles that are older than 25 years. This thing goes nice and straight down the road. Shifts smooth. Barely sense any of the shifting points. Cruises just as it should. I would not hesitate to drive this home, driving up and down the coast, do a little road trip in it. I would feel comfortable. And we try to sell vehicles that are road trip ready as much as we can possibly make them so. That said, they are all, a lot of them are 25 years old or older. And we urge all prospective buyers to be aware of that and kind of understand what that means. We aren't making these new and selling them new as much as I wish we could. In fact, I wish they still made these new. But this is as close as really you're going to get an example like this. Feels solid, no clunking, no rattling. Brakes feel good. We've driven enough of these Previas to kind of know when something feels off or is off, and we try our best to get things remedied when that is the case. All right, that sums up our drive and walkthrough video on this 1998 Toyota Previa supercharged four-wheel drive Japanese spec model. It's also known as the Estima. This one is now for sale with us at the time of this filming at Ottoex. Check us out, Ottoex.com, that's Ottoex.com, or check us out on Instagram at Ottoex. Or just leave us some messages in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on this van. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is this egg shape just too weird? I don't know. But we'd like to know what you think. We read every comment. And always subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Check us out on the next one as always.